Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They go to the ground. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can...
Ball's free. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
Great place to start for this offense. Power football with 1. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Swings it out to his running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, Dave.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And and that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for room. It's Young. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hale. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he showed some of it there.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Snagged in the middle. It's Cuevas. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throwaway.
Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. To the air, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Here's the handoff. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He might want another play. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Harbor. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bennett. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body. And you better look out, college football.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Stewart. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He's got him in the flat. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Russell. They go to the wide receiver screen. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Just keep slinging it. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it. It still didn't pick up much.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Fighting off the defender. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Touchdown, Bama! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're testing the right side here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Sellers. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody opened. No problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Leaves it with the back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now they regain the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown tie. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Makes the grab. It's Harbor. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on them.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
The Gamecocks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Russell. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Harbor. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. A lot of urgency for this offense. The toss to the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got the screen set up. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kick would be hard enough, straight on. 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, after that miss, we are still sitting on a 5-point game.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so...
He's going for a big play downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Quick handoff. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the 1st down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Got his man. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Man, what a great job by the defense. Seeing the bubble, reacting to it right now. And what do you got to do? You got to make open field tackles when that bubble gets there. Nice job by the defense.
The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Buys a little time. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Dead center perfect. That slices the lead to 2. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Ball State. Any big developments here on the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for space, it's Young. Runs through a tackle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The throw to the outside is complete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined, run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
The give to the back. Fights off a defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Surging forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Looks as if the Tide will cut it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
The short hands, it's Bennett. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll try the left side. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Trying to make it. It's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Got out of trouble and throws. With the catch, it's Stewart. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Stewart. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they've regained the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Russell. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, that is how you bring the wood. Great job by the defense. He only gets a yard, and he makes him pay for it with a nice physical tackle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the ground with the back. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab, it's Bennett. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is their top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Using the quick game. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. with the run on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by 8 over Akron. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Dropping back, it's Russell. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Back open in the middle. Hard-hitting tackle.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Takes the easy one to the back. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the 1st down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Gets it to the back. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throwing right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. pick up a first down. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Quick completion on the out route. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hale. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Got it inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, you got to like these last two plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really...
Touchdown, Alabama! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Simpson. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28.
South Carolina.
Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. With the catch, it's Harbor. Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw at Simpson. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. In this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's taking a deep shot. Hauls it in down the sideline. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They have to make sure everybody is set. Can't give away any yardage here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's mid-stride inside the 10. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Fires to the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And the defense gave up some yards late in the game, but when it mattered most, when the offense had a chance to go in here and take the lead late in this football game, they absolutely closed the door, get the INT, and get the ball back to their offense.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two